I am here. This is X35 Earthwalker, the one true Earthwalker, the legendary Eternal Soldier himself, and welcome back to another awesome video. Today we're doing something very different. We're doing a reaction video, and we're going to be reacting to Deathbattle. It is the Hulk versus Godzilla. And now, bit of background, I really like Deathbattle. Seen many, almost if not all the Deathbattle videos, and I like what they've done. You know, there's of course there's a lot of trolls and idiots out there who hate them, and funny enough, most of them got their relevance on the internet through attacking or trying to debunk their videos. I think they're great. The only real big issue, like just two issues that Deathbattle do with their power scaling, which a lot of people do online, you see on forum pages, is when they have character A beats character B, which beats character C, who beat character D, and character D was the one who created the universe, so therefore character A is a universal level character. It's like you see people do this online with Kratos. Kratos beat Zeus, but Zeus beat Kronos. Kronos beat Uranus. Uranus made stars through punching or something like that, and therefore Kratos is the universe level being. He can smash the universe with a single punch. BS like that is nonsense. And how they calculate speed. Oh, here's a laser beam coming at him. He moves his head. He's not got light speed reflexes. Those stuff is just all nonsense. But outside of that, I really do like their videos. I think they do a great job. I've also done not just maths but further maths as well in my studies back in the day, so then when it comes to their calculations I can keep up, and I wanted to react to this, and it's gonna be Godzilla versus Hulk, so let's just see what's up. Size 50 shoes.
The Hulk versus Godzilla.
Oh.
Marvel's Green Goliath against the king of the monsters. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Okay.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Okay, so right off the rip, I'm going to give my opinion on this. Straight up, I'm going to say the Hulk wins. Definitely the Hulk. I don't see a reason why Hulk should lose in this regards. And that's not me down. And that's not to say that Godzilla some random hoe. No, Godzilla is a beast. And if you like seen the early like Godzilla like shows and cartoons, and look what he does now, the fact that he does boxing, maybe learn boxing from King Kong. I mean, King Kong has canonically beaten him in the past, and we all know Hulk is smashing on King Kong. But Hulk, I mean, you got the what? He lifting the multiple, like what was it? It was a 10 or 100 billion ton mountain, and you know, preventing from falling the Avengers, holding a planet together by these two tectonic plates and keeping it together. Both are still lower strength feats than Thanos, so it's kind of not surprised that Thanos can beat Hulk. But there's only one problem with Hulk, and I hope they don't go this direction. I hope they don't bring up the whole one below all nonsense. For those of you who don't know the comics, there's this, apparently the Hulk isn't just a Hulk. He's spawned from the one below all, or he's like connected to the one below all, and the one below all, he's basically equal to the one above all, but you know, slightly below. It's like God and devil kind of thing going on with Marvel. And so because of that, some people online are saying, well, if you go for one below all Hulk, he smashes every other being in the verse besides the one above all and the one below all himself. And it's like, at that point, it's not Hulk anymore. That's BS. Like, I hate comic book nonsense like that. They've done similar things with, you know, Batman Who Laughs, Wally West, Barry Allen, the Flash brothers, as I call them. It's like Hulk is Gamma Spawn, you know, Bruce Banner, coin flip, heads and tails, and he just gets stronger as he gets angrier. And of course, there's a limit to anger. But of course, they always just try to make these characters become omnipotent and crazy. I mean, if you search deep enough, I'm sure there's a comic or a panel where Wolverine becomes God and kills everyone. It's just nonsense. Like, keep the characters as the characters. So I hope they don't go down that one below all nonsense with Hulk. I hope they don't. But if you go based off of their feet, I'm going to say Hulk should win, because you got World Breaker Hulk, you know, and what he can do, and like he boxed for Century and stuff. It's like Hulk should be able to, if he can lift a 100 billion ton mountain, he should be able to just pick up Godzilla and just throw him out of orbit, because Godzilla does not weigh 100 billion tons. Even realistically about it. So there's ways you can do this. Either Hulk gets him up out of there, or punches him so hard that Godzilla dies from it. Now, he's not easy. Godzilla is a monster, but I hope they don't give Godzilla that feat in that not canon Superman comic. It's like Elseworld comics and stuff like that, where apparently Godzilla beats Superman, which is absolute BS. I mean, if Superman can knock out a 6-dimensional being like World Forger, then Godzilla can't do nothing to him. You know, but whatever. You know, whatever. Let's just see the direction that they go. You know, let's see what's happening with them. Go for it. no.
What is the Hulk?
I'm already worried.
Is he man? Is he monster? Or is he both?
He's a mean green smashing machine, the angry son of the Gamma Bomb.
A weapon designed by the greatest gamma scientist of all, Dr. Robert Bruce Banner.
Robert.
Just before it went off, Bruce had to be a hero and save some dumb schmuck who was hanging around the test site.
I wouldn't do
Damn it,
that.
Rick.
That day, Bruce Banner died.
And
That kid was gonna
became
die.
The Incredible Hulk, a pissed off giant who must be really glad Bruce wears the purple stretch fit.
Standing 8 feet tall and stronger than 10 million men, the Hulk emerges when Banner's anger flares.
Don't make him angry. You won't like him when he's angry.
But it's even more complex than that. Banner suffers from dissociative identity disorder,
Yep.
with many different Hulks embodying alternate personalities.
Like Joe Fixit, the original Grey Hulk. He's a cunning gangster.
I remember
and a
him.
Hulk who's got that drip.
The Devil Hulk is a violent, overprotective personality that Banner unintentionally manifested as a result of his father's abuse.
I didn't know that.
Holy shit! Somebody actually drew this?
But the Hulk everyone knows, the big guy, is known as Savage Hulk. It seems he also developed from parental abuse, hence his childlike personality. Though I'd argue he's more clever than you'd expect.
Yes.
The angrier he is, the stronger he gets, with no limit.
Except for one, Bruce Banner. See, Banner's relationship with the Hulk
See, that's the thing. It's one of those things that they changed over time. They're now saying it had no limits, but before it was a limit. Matter of fact, even in when they did Hulk versus the Doomsday. Sorry, I'm about to say the Abominator. Doomsday. They even said that, you know, anger has a limit and all of that. It's like what they did with Thor's hammer. Only Thor can lift it. And then it became, oh, if you're worthy, you can lift it. Giving room for people like Captain America and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, Thanos and everything. It's like, they just change things. You know what I'm saying? They just change. Or, you know, yellow used to be my weakness. Not anymore, Green Lantern. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Whatever. So now it's limitless. So basically, you have to kill Hulk before he gets anywhere near that amount. Because I think when Hulk first transforms, according to the Spectacular Spider-Man comic, his starting strength is 70 tons. Which is why the Thing can hang with him when they first fight. And Thing's a more intelligent and better fighter. So Thing beats Hulk up. But Hulk just gets angrier because he's losing. And he gets stronger to the point where Thing just can't keep up anymore. And that's why Thing ends up losing. So if you one-shot Hulk before at the start, you got it. But okay, now it's limitless, guys. Or whatever.
is complicated.
Oh, they hate each other.
Mostly. Occasionally, they can come to an understanding. The alter best representing this would be the Professor Hulk, a balanced blend of Banner's brain and the Hulk's brawn.
The buffest nerd you'll ever meet. But what about when Bruce takes a step back? If he isn't trying to restrain the Hulk, what do you get?
The Green Scar.
The World Breaker.
There he
Without
is.
Bruce's temperament, the Hulk's power and fury surges, mixing Savage's rising strength with the personality and cunning of a warlord. The Green Scar is no mere superhero. He's a king and a conqueror.
Hulk is strong enough to lift 150 billion tons of rock.
Oh, it's 150
from New
billion.
Mexico to Florida in a single bound.
Yeah, it jumps
and
far.
shake all the dimensions connected by the crossroads at once. He was pinned down by the spirit.
Yeah, stuff like that is just comic book BS. Oh, he's so strong. He shakes everything in existence. All of the... I'm tired of that stuff, bro. I am. I'm just tired of that BS, bro. He shakes everything, and then people say he's infinite online. Like, just stop. All right, let's continue.
Of Proxima Midnight, which holds the weight of a star, and was fine. And when we say World Breaker, we mean it. While sparring with Red She-Hulk, the two of them shattered a whole planet.
At one point, he was bound in chains forged from the essence of the first firmament, the manifestation of the first universe, which could bind eternity itself. Not even Galactus was capable of saving eternity alone.
There we go.
And the Hulk just broke it by
See?
himself.
Maybe Thor
See?
should rethink calling himself the strongest Avenger, especially since the Avengers first assembled because none of them could take down Hulk on their own.
Speaking of Thor, the Hulk consistently
Okay, that's again. Oh, I hate that BS. You see that? Galactus, who, if you know anything about Galactus, you know that guy is in the highest tier of characters in terms of power. He can't do nothing, but Hulk just like, oh yeah, let me just break this chain. Like, you see what I'm saying? Inconsistent nonsense like that. And now they bring up Thor, and Thor is more powerful than Hulk. If you notice, Thor is more powerful than Hulk and can kill him from the moment he spawns, bro. But, yep, the movies and everything always show Hulk beat up on Thor. And Thor, somehow, in the movies and the animations, he loses all his martial arts abilities in millions of years of training. He just swings his fist like an idiot. Like, I just don't. Thor can react in polite seconds, but yet he can't dodge Hulk's punch. What is it? I tell you, that's comics for you and this stuff. It's inconsistent, but whatever. Roll with it.
Battles on par with him, even when he held the Odin Force, with which he could command his hammer through infinite distances and match the power of Null, who killed countless Celestials. Even without it, Mjolnir can cross the universe in seconds.
Hulk tore a universe apart with just a clap. Good
See?
luck with that, Hammer Man. But the green guy's got way more going on than just brute strength.
As the Hulk's power stems from gamma, he can utilize and absorb it and other radiation in various ways.
Yeah, like regenerating from fatal wounds.
Yep.
Even getting ripped apart by Wolverine
Yep.
barely slows him down.
And the angrier he gets, the more regenerating cells his body produces.
It gets weirder. Did you know that if he absorbs enough gamma, he can shoot lasers from his eyes and read people's minds? Oh, also, he can see ghosts and give him a good old-fashioned Hulk smash.
Why?
Hulk can break through the boundaries of comic book borders themselves into the empty white between panels, a gutter space beyond time and concept.
You see this?
What, like how She-Hulk can for some reason break the fourth wall and talk to the reader? Oh, wait, that makes sense now. It's all gamma.
Exactly. In real life,
Gamma.
gamma rays are electromagnetic radiation similar to X-rays.
But in Marvel Comics, gamma comes from hell.
On Earth 616, gamma radiation is
See?
an electromagnetic frequency that can manifest as either a wave, a particle, or something else.
I told you guys.
Something that nobody really
We're coming to
understands.
this, what I hate.
Except for Bruce.
That's right. Dr. Banner is a certified genius with 7 PhDs. According to Norman Osborn, he's the 4th smartest person on the planet.
And that's comparing him to big brains like Reed, Doom, and Tony.
Banner built the Collider Synchrotron, a machine that can scan the entire multiverse with the speed of a hypermind. He created the Gamma Core, which could rupture space-time between universes.
There we go.
He built an interstellar radio on a deserted planet without any pre-established technology. He wired up Hulk like a starship, piloting him from the mindscape within. He even built an ultimate nullifier. In fact, the original
Ultimate
intent of the Gamma
nullifier.
Bomb was to be non-lethal, only targeting inorganic material.
But Thunderbolt Ross wanted something with a bit more boom.
Yep.
Hey,
Thunderbolt.
can't blame him.
Fearing its ramifications,
Ross.
Banner developed the Gamma Bomb on his own, keeping its design secret. In the process, he tapped into an unknown form of gamma energy that breaks down reality and mutates it beyond actuality. On that fateful day, he opened the Green Door.
You know how we said the bomb killed?
It's getting
Bruce?
there. It's
That
getting
wasn't
there.
Some flowery metaphor or whatever. He died and came back as Hulk.
Came back from the below place.
There we
The
go.
Hell beneath hell. The lowest possible dimension of reality.
Say
It's
it.
trippy, but whenever Hulk dies, he goes there. Then a green door opens and he goes back to where he was before. Easy as that. It doesn't matter if he's been atomized, sliced up into jars, or digested by werewolves.
You see what I'm
If he
saying?
goes through the door, he's back, ready to rumble. The green door did get locked into a red door, but he's easily broken through it multiple times. Not a problem.
It turns out that third form of gamma, this anomaly from the bedrock of hell, spawned one below all, the dark side of the one above all.
What did I say at the start of the video? What did I say at the start of the video? That they're gonna go with this nonsense. And now with this, Hulk just wins by default. Now unless Godzilla also has, hey, he's equal to the devil of all things, who this devil is equal to the god of all things, Godzilla therefore, like, didn't I call it though, guys? Didn't I call it? They're going with this. At this point, it's not Hulk. They just added so many layers to this guy. It's just, I just don't care anymore. Oh well, big fat. Oh well, let's just roll with it. I mean, they said he's the dark side of one above all. One above all is supposed to be the God Almighty of Marvels, that kind of thing. So we know what this guy. I called it. I don't hear no bum say nothing to me. I called it. Let's go.
That's right. God has a Hulk, and it wants Bruce to bring about the end of all things. But Hulk just said, nah.
So, what is the Hulk? An uncontrollable monster? A prison for a tortured soul? A super weapon for Armageddon?
Don't overthink it, Wiz. Hulk is Hulk, and Hulk's the strongest one there is.
Hulk is nonsense now. What?
The year was 1946. The press gathered at Bikini Atoll to witness the power of the nuclear bomb. But many leagues beneath their feet, something ancient stirred.
Godzilla, the king
There
of
it
monsters.
is.
He was pretty pissed off over the worst wake-up ever, so he swam to Japan for one hell of a crash out.
Japan was still recovering from the war, so seeing this mutilated radioactive monster towering high like a mushroom cloud wasn't just frightening, it seemed prophetic. The bomb was just the beginning. Man had
Oh my.
sparked the end of time.
Those things look real
With
scary.
googly eyes, and the most epic roar ever.
Yeah, the googly eyes Godzilla is just a fan favorite,
Over
man.
the years, there have been many iterations of the beast.
Between movies, TV, comics, and cartoons, there's at least 27 different Godzillas
For real.
stomping around.
No, for real.
Not including Manila, the Scrappy Doo of kaiju. Sorry, that's insulting to Scrappy Doo.
Despite the variety, Godzilla is somewhat consistent, so we'll examine his entire history.
You see that, guys? 20,000 tons at minimum. If Hulk can lift a 150 billion ton mountain, he can just pick up Godzilla and throw that boy out of orbit, just get him out of here. Just say.
Focusing on the larger releases. In most iterations, Godzilla is a rare theropod that went dormant for millions of years before nuclear bombs mutated it into a gargantuan radioactive monster.
Standing 165 feet tall, at minimum, Koji smashes through skyscrapers with ease. He's so casual
No
about
problem.
bullets and rockets, they might as well be gnats. And the bombs did so much more than just pump up his size. He's got atomic breath.
A concentrated beam or spray of
Godzilla's
radioactive
something
heat.
else.
With an estimated range of 1,100 miles, it can exceed 500,000 degrees Celsius,
Ooh.
almost 90 times hotter than the surface of the sun.
But depending
Cap.
on how much radiation he's absorbed, or life energy from a giant pterodactyl, he can do way more with it.
His red spiral ray is a supercharged version that doubles in heat and power, and spins.
Or he can blast it out of his back and fly.
You see what I'm saying?
He could always do that, I guess.
Like, Godzilla's not
Go.
simple.
With enough energy built up, Godzilla can blast a nuclear pulse out of his whole body, creating a massive wave of atomic destruction.
His breathing laser can even break through dimensions, like when he found himself
Dimensions.
face to face with a giant mech, piloted by Hatsune Miku.
Oh, for crying out
There's
loud.
also a number of era-exclusive powers. Shin Godzilla can fire rays from his tail.
And Hanna-Barbera Godzilla can fire rays from his eyes. Pew, pew.
Effectively a living nuclear reactor, Shin possesses a natural phased array radar that can detect and attack threats automatically.
Oh, he's more than that.
Earth, who grew over 1,000 feet tall across 2,000 years, could make a barrier only penetrable by kaiju that can bypass physics.
And don't forget, Big G can ball with the best of them. After Charles Barkley got him his own pair of Nikes, Godzilla got busy.
I told you guys, I told you, Godzilla is silly. This is like, if you go by the comics, you go by the shows, and all this is counted as canon. But are they going to make a composite Godzilla where the different ones all come together and only reality, like I said, a kaiju with like reality basically abilities was able to bypass that defenses they has? Like, how are they going to go about it with this? Because, well, everything you see the Hulk do, including leave the panels of comic pages, go into the white in between and all that stuff, that's some nonsense. So you have to give Godzilla something if he's going to compete in that regards. But now that Godzilla got the kicks on, bro, he about to dunk on Hulk. And if they make him dunk on Hulk in the battle, I will be very happy. I'll be very, very happy. Godzilla's he's such a meme. But a darn good, powerful one.
You know, it's kind of hard to emphasize just how impressively terrifying Godzilla can be when you're bringing up this sort of thing.
Oh yeah? Why don't you find a better spokesperson for Dr. Pepper?
You see?
Fine. Let's talk about when his presence boiled the entire Arctic Ocean, or how he picked up and threw Biolante, which weighed 200,000 tons.
Very
When
impressive.
he no-sold not one, not two, but 3 meteors.
Including the Permian period extinction event that happened about 200 million years ago.
Then he went to hell, fought some fucked up versions of God and Satan, and atomic breath that Space Godzilla so hard that he blew up the whole planet. That's scary enough for you?
You see what I'm talking about? You see what specifically Godzilla defeated the god demon guarding the gate out of hell. To do so, the hell bastard around Godzilla's flesh became his new flesh, implying Godzilla's regeneration assimilated them. You see this kind of nonsense? You know what I mean? It's like with Spawn. Oh, he went down to hell, beat up the devil, then went up to heaven, beat up God, and now he's just the top. It's just like an atomic lizard guy beats up basically demon. Comics guys and all this nonsense. I'm telling you. And now the Hellbats became his new flesh. Oh my.
God, I want a Dr. Pepper.
With such awesome might, he's battled the most dangerous of foes, like King Ghidorah and Gigan. In Godzilla vs. Megalon, Gigan flew from the M Hunter Nebula to Earth in 24 seconds, and that nebula is 30,000 light years away.
But sadly, OG
Didn't
Godzilla
matter.
got done in by the cruelest weapon ever.
The Oxygen Destroyer. Developed in secret
Why
by
would
Dr.
that work?
Serizawa, this weapon could suffocate and liquefy molecules. The ramifications of such a weapon were so detrimental, Serizawa took the secrets of its design to his early grave.
He got lucky. It doesn't matter what you throw at Godzilla. He never really dies. You can blow off his head, explode him from the inside, or crush him in a black hole. Then he'll come back.
Or evolve
Somehow.
into an even more powerful form. Godzilla's always possessed heightened adaptation, but many iterations clearly showcase instantaneous evolution.
And super forms. He's gone full shonen and powered up a few times. So much so, he almost kicked off a nuclear winter just by existing.
Even the Oxygen Destroyer could not permanently end the first Godzilla. His ghost possessed a robot, his bones summoned another Godzilla, and he rose as an undead revenant hell-bent on destroying Japan.
Okay, why Japan? Couldn't he pick on some other country?
He's stomped around the Americas a few times, but it just isn't the same. Godzilla is intrinsically linked with Japan, a symbol of both their devastation and resilience.
So he's heck bent on destroying Japan. He has all his powers, can fight basically the guardian of the gates to hell, whatever it is, but he can't beat Japan. Japanese propaganda right there. Japan's tech is not that good. Even if you take the Japan from Earth Defense Force 2025, they're not stopping Godzilla, bro. Godzilla ain't trying, bro. And Japan's not that good. It's just not.
A reminder of the threat of nuclear war and what awaits those who peer too deeply into the unknown. But also, Japan's in Godzilla's perceived territory. To him, a stomping through Osaka is just another patrol.
He's not always so bad, though. He can be super protective, defending other monsters, his own kid, and sometimes even people. I'd say there's 2 types of Godzillas. The monster of nature's wrath and the guardian of planet Earth.
Well, there is a third type, but to understand that, we should first answer a question. How does Godzilla walk?
On 2 legs, Wiz, obviously.
But according to Square Cube law, those legs should be crushed under his own weight.
Oh god, here we go again.
A creature like Godzilla cannot realistically exist. This proved to be an elusive question for decades, even highlighted in Shin Godzilla, until a new theory was presented in the anime Singular Point.
Anime.
If Godzilla can't exist in our reality, what if he's from a different one?
What? Like he's an alien from another dimension?
Exactly! What if all kaiju come from a higher plane of existence with no regard for the known laws of physics? This dimension enters our reality in the form of archetype, a transtemporal conceptual particle.
It's that red dust that's floating all over the place.
This archetype can enter any timeline
Oh,
to
dear.
terraform the Earth and all of reality.
Here we go.
So that kaiju can exist. This theoretically explains why various Godzillas appear in so many universes. They all trace back to one singular point: Godzilla Ultima.
Sporting the white
There we
ring
go.
of demonic Oni, Ultima is vicious. Just walking through Tokyo started 1,000 earthquakes around Japan. Even his own blood is a weapon.
And Japan is still alive.
Growing ever more as archetype distorts the universe, Ultima's existence implies a far more complex origin for all Godzillas. Godzilla is a test for humanity, a challenge laid out by an eldritch entity from a dimension we are incapable of perceiving or comprehending. pending.
It's kind of like how when we move an
Cthulhu.
object and its shadow changes, we get why that happened. But to someone who exists in only a 2D plane, the shadow looks like it just randomly transformed into something totally different. Crazy to think about. Come a really long way from Big Lizard Smash Building, huh?
This shadow, this...
Just for the record, nobody is good at explaining the whole 2D, 3D, 4D, 5D thing. They never have a good explanation for it. Maybe one day I'll go over it, but no.
wannabe god desires to play with and destroy every single universe.
And Godzilla is its avatar.
Through Ultima, this entity sees the universe as an interactable fiction and can control causality. Ultima himself is a singular point, one of many gateways through which the entity can tamper with reality.
Think of it this way. If something happens that the entity doesn't like, it can just say, that thing didn't actually happen, and presto, it no longer happened.
That's not to say such an event
Wow.
can't happen in the moment of occurrence, but the entity disconnects cause and effect and nullifies events in retrospect without regard for time.
And now my head hurts.
So now you can see why this is a match for One Below All, Hulk, and all this kind of stuff. Because you basically got, if you played, what's it called? Final Fantasy Origin, Strangers of Paradise, you kind of get what Wiz is talking about in this regards. This entity seeing this, doesn't like this, changes that, let's try this, it's a test. I just thought of that, like, straight away. Like, Final Fantasy Origin, Strangers of Paradise. That's what I thought of. And it's like, that's why I understand it. It makes sense to me. It's still nonsense. It's still absolute nonsense. Dimensions, higher dimension beings, and then you think of things like, oh, I don't know, Cthulhu, the Eldritch Gods, the Elder Eldritch Gods, and all this, and it's just like, okay, so now we know why this is gonna be a fight. Now we know why this is gonna be a fight. And Ultimate is Avatar. Okay, is the Avatar? All right, good for you. Yo, we got a bit of something going on here.
LDR, Ultima tried to bring about a catastrophe that would end the universe in like a week's time. So, a wacky robot and a time-traveling Alexa used a supercomputer and this familiar-looking doohickey
The orthogonal diagonalizer.
to zap all of Archetype into its final form, cutting off the entity's connection to the universe.
But not killing it. Because while each Godzilla has its differences, one thing remains certain.
Godzilla is immortal, and that makes
There we
him
go.
the king.
There we go. You can now see. This is just nonsense. Like, Godzilla is not Godzilla anymore, and Hulk is not Hulk anymore. We just got some power fantasies. Let's just make our characters just something else entirely so that no one else can ever beat it. Like, dear gosh. All right? Let's just see how it is. I remember the animations. People, for some reason, still forget this. The animation's not how things exactly would go. It's just for entertainment with some memorable moments and stuff like that. It's just for fun. Just don't take it seriously. Let's go for it. Oh, I forgot to say, after listening to the information, what do I think now? Initially, I said Hulk, but now that we see more, because obviously I knew less about Godzilla, I knew more about Hulk. Now that I'm seeing that Godzilla's got this, you know, it's an ultimate Godzilla, there's different forms, it's an avatar of this entity's controlling that, you're dealing with eldritch things, toying with things, 5-dimensional, 6-dimensional, all that going on. And then Hulk, again, punch it out of his pages and fall into the great, like, White Beyond, One Below All. But if you compare One Below All being the dark side to One Above All, One above All is supposed to be like a God Almighty type thing. You know, a discount, actual true God of the Bible kind of thing. A weak, comical one. So he's supposed to be all powerful, all present, all this, but Hulk doesn't have all of that in his entirety, which is... But then if you go with like Godzilla, they both come back when they're dead. It's like, can you wipe one from this? Since one has like a controller, kind of like a script. Oh, I'm just gonna remove that. I don't like this. Let me just cancel that. That regards, I can see more grounds for Godzilla. This crazy Godzilla, which is not Godzilla anymore, winning. If the true being behind Godzilla gets an effect, kind of like how Darkseid is just the avatar of the true Darkseid and all that kind of stuff. So now I'm leaning towards Godzilla after that information. But both characters are stupid. I can see how both could kind of get in that regards, but Godzilla seems to have more counters in that in regards to dealing with this Hulk. I would say not much information on One Below All like that. Why do they always fly near to these creatures?
So far, the evacuation is... Wait, look!
Oh, they go with Marvel Rivals Hulk. Size 50. But Hulk should have the speed advantage as well. Oh, he yeeting. Oh, I like that. I like that. Okay, he's not that agile. Never swallow your enemy. Busted.
All right, Hulk. Time for me to take over. We don't want any trouble.
No! Hulk stays!
Well, Bruce is an expert in Gamma. He said, "What you do to my jaw?" That's clean. That is clean. Did he just absorb it?
You're strong! I scar the world!
Scar?
Stay down!
Doesn't matter. He said, "Shut up." Man, T-Rex arms. His Hulk is smaller, faster, and has higher physical strength. Oh, that's so nice. And everybody's dead. If you live there, you're done. Everybody's dead. Your apartment didn't matter. Your job, you're not waking up tomorrow just to go there. It's over. Everybody dead. Godzilla, get up.
Lizard.
Stupid lizard. Yo, Godzilla, get up. Is Hulk not gonna go for a green door? Is Hulk? Oh, it's a, yeah. There's the door. Kind of reminds me of Sea of Thieves when you die. Go for that door. Just like that. Hulk's back.
I think I understand.
No.
It's been days since the battle began, and the red dust is spreading. Godzilla has grown in size, but we believe we are...
I'm actually grateful that happened. Low-key.
How does it work?
Well, smash.
That's all he needed to hear. That's all he needed to hear.
1,000,000,000,000 trillion to 1 and rising. That's the odds.
So it's
Chance to nullify the madness behind the monster.
2v1.
2 + 2 is 5. A right angle is 80 degrees. This element is beyond what we can perceive. Like gamma. 1,000 times. 1,000,000. 1,000,000,000,000.
He just keeps on coming back.
I just need 1.
You see what I'm saying? If ever Hulk could just die and just come back, just makes it cheap. And low-key, Hulk can't do that. That would be because of Banner. Hulk can't build a device like that.
You did it, big guy. We did it.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. If you throw in Banner and he got his brains, he being the 4th smartest behind Tony and them lot, and he can figure this out, and he builds something for Hulk. Hulk, if it's just Hulk by himself, he's not building anything like that. Sure, he'll just die and keep coming back, so it'll be like endless, but it's just that entity didn't play as much of a role in it as I thought. I wonder what they're going to say about that. So let's hear them out first. They declared Hulk the ultimate winner. And like I said, the people online forums are going to say Hulk smashes everybody. 4, Superman, this, that. Just wait for it.
Okay, run this by me. What happened?
It's complicated, so let's break this down into 3 categories. First up, power. Most versions of Godzilla can shrug off black holes and extinction level events, tag beyond light speed foes like Gigan, blow up planets. However, the Hulk is beyond that.
The big guy clapped a universe to bits and shook the infinite dimensions linked to the crossroads. In a straight fight with a classic Godzilla, 616 Hulk smashes the power advantage.
But factoring in Ultima changes things. The entity sees all of space-time and can manipulate its results at a whim. No matter how strong the Hulk got, Ultima could potentially negate it.
But Hulk broke chains made of the first firmament, which could overwhelm
See?
eternity.
An
Nonsense.
abstract concept of a being not entirely unlike Ultima's entity.
Even a small piece of the first firmament could break the multiverse. Plus, Hulk kept up with Odin Force Thor, who is also on a celestial level of power.
So the gap in power becomes nebulous. Still, unless Hulk could remove Ultima from the equation, neither held a clear advantage in power and stats.
Especially when you look at their immortality.
This was practically a never-ending death loop. Even with their healing factors, both could technically kill each other, but then just come right back.
The green door instantly appears when Hulk goes to the below place, and the higher dimensional entity could always summon a replacement Godzilla avatar. So both Hulk and Godzilla could not stay dead.
Unless they could somehow prevent what was happening in those other dimensions. So let's examine the layers of their
Here we go.
multiverses. Marvel's Cosmos has
Here we go.
infinite higher dimensions, which themselves are transcended by the astral plane, the superflow, and so on until you reach the House of Ideas, the domain of the one above all.
Since the one below all mirrors the one above all, the below place mirrors the House of Ideas.
See?
In comparison, the cosmos of Godzilla's multiverse is just as vast and infinite, but does not have the same sort of transcending layers above and below. This means the below place, the Hulk's respawn point and source of power, is out of the entity's reach.
So the real question is, if they both can't die and Ultima's entity can't affect the below place, could Hulk somehow stop the entity before it destroyed the universe?
It all comes down to Gamma and Archetype.
Let's listen.
Ultima was defeated in the anime by using a trans-temporal superdimension calculator operating at infinite speeds to activate the orthogonal diagonalizer, turning Archetype against itself.
Ultima endlessly spews this stuff, so there's plenty to work with. And Hulk can reach into comic book gutter space, so he should be able to reach through a singular point.
Nonsense. Whatever. He can just punch through a comic, reach into Halo, and join the Master Chief. Hey, Marcus Phoenix. You know, hey, Senora from Hellblade 2. Hey, Norm Vanek from Flintlock to Siege of Dawn. I'm just a Hulk. I'm just joining you now. I can punch through media. Just get the frick out of here.
But that's not enough.
Fortunately for Hulk, it just so happens he knows someone who, like scientists who have defeated Godzilla in the past, is an expert on particles from a greater dimension that mutate reality beyond our understanding.
Who made a device with those particles that breaks space-time, like the diagonalizer? Who made a supercomputer that scanned the infinite multiverse?
So the Hulk
with the
got
speed
help.
of Hypermind, like the Dimension Calculator. Hell, the guy made an interstellar radio out of sticks and stones in a matter of days, and even built an ultimate
Nonsense.
nullifier. It's like he was made for this.
The Green Door waits for no Hulk, including Banner. Even if Ultima's catastrophe destroyed the universe, the door could deposit Banner in a different universe,
Yeah.
and he could continue the fight.
He had all the time in the infinite multiverse.
So basically, if you take away Banner, they both will just go on forever because Hulk's not that smart like that. He's not going to figure it out. The entity can't reach where the one below all's thing is. I mean, we're assuming because it's different universes, so he's never had a concept of it. He's never had a chance to even try. And so that is like, that's what they basically say. So in the 2v1 with Bruce helping Hulk, it's a different story is what they're saying.
There was only one way this could end, and only one person who could make it so.
Even among gods and monsters, man was the ultimate weapon.
The winner is Bruce Banner.
Okay, I love how they didn't say the winner was Hulk. They said the winner is Bruce Banner. Hey, yo, that's low-key clean. Overall, yes, I enjoyed that death battle. Overall, I enjoyed it. You know, I did my own approach, not quick and just, you know, wow, and one mark comments like you see so many like reaction channels do. Like I wanted to give my expertise and comments and thoughts to these stuff. So obviously the video is gonna be longer. Yeah, So yeah, what you call it? So, well, I was right initially. Hulk should win because of one below all Hulk. That's what I said. That was the main thing. That one below all nonsense. Why Hulk wins. But then I saw like the information stuff I didn't know about Godzilla, because obviously I don't follow Godzilla like that. That I was like, okay, I can see what, you know, Godzilla. If he could just like say no and negate it, it ends up just basically going on forever. But then throw in Banner, so it's 2v1. Then he's like, oh, okay, I can go through it. And I did mention he did punch out of his pages, fall into the white spaces in between panels and stuff like that. That's next dimensional, you know, throw in there. So I was right initially. It was Hulk in the end. Crazy. I enjoyed it, but hey, I already said my piece. There's some nonsense going on with these characters. It is not Hulk and Godzilla anymore. They're totally something else. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Regardless of what's going on, make sure to do the Earthwalk, and I'll see you guys around.